Alright, YouTube, this is 2cent back with my 2 cents on Echoes of Mana. And I just wanted to throw this out there for anybody who is having this issue. If you look down there, it is showing as if the points are maxed out on our daily kind of like reward achievement down there. They finally got an answer, somebody on Reddit, that when they sent it to the team and said, you've just reached the maximum amount of resets for it. So my guess is before they had added in the extra pots and stuff like that, they had programmed a certain amount in. And now that they've added those extras, we're starting to hit that cap, and it's starting to be real noticeable. I haven't been able to get any for about 2 days now. I hope they just go ahead and increase this in the future. I'm thinking this is just them telling us that they're going to have an adjustment to the limit. So if this is an issue that you're having, here's just why it's there. So, all right, let's move into what I think we should be working on from now until we get our next piece of our story. And here's what I mean by that. Currently, we have a lot of things to do with our blue energy, plenty of rooms to farm, but we have been farming the same stage with our yellow energy for a very long time. Probably since the game came out, you have been working on getting those MP sets, which we don't even want the MP set for most of our units, if any of them in the future even. So, one of the things that I have switched over doing with that energy is I have made myself different teams that have one of each weapon type in them, and characters that I do not have big bonds on. So like most of these units, as you can see, some of them are still level 1. They're units that I haven't been using at all. And so what I want to do is I want to be able to go in here and, for one, farm up the different weapon types. You can see some of these, like I have never used Charlotte, so I've never used a flail. So I want to start working on that because, even if I decide not to use Charlotte, eventually there might be a flail unit that I would like to use, and it'd be nice to already have that kind of worked on. And there's a pretty good way of doing that right now that potentially could go away, and so I don't want to miss out on that. But the second reason, and I backed out the wrong way here, is we want to also work on our character bonds. And so you can see I have a lot of them up here at 8. That's really it's really good. It's really hard once you get up past like level 5 to get up there even more. But if you look down here, a lot of these are still level 1 for me, and so I specifically want to work on a lot of these guys to get them up there, just because you can get some nice bond level rewards, between, looks like there's spirit crystals, different little home screen things, but let's farm, some of the spirit crystals while we can. Maybe that might be useful for us when we have our next banner, because we all know that the game isn't super giving out of crystals, especially right now. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're actually going to go over to our events here. And I know some folks have already caught on to this, but we still have this Spirit Crystal Sweep here. This is a super easy stage. Ideal power is only 950, so you can basically take just about anybody in here. And you can just set this puppy on auto. One thing I did do is I used just some memory gems for some extra experience and extra lucra. It's really not going to make a big difference on that, but I threw it on there anyway since I'm running the stage. This only costs 1 energy, and so when you just set this and just kind of leave it for your energy for the day for any of your yellow, I think it'll kind of really help you out in the future, just getting those extra weapon levels and your character bonds. Anyhow, that's been my 2 cents on Echoes of Mana for today.